It's Madden NFL 23, and front and center is Matt Corral. He's coming off a strong week, finishing with 350 yards passing. It's the Bills and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here we go.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Corral with it on first down. Smith catches left side. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Corral takes a shotgun snap. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shelton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Third and goal. Here's Corral. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the... And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 81 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to have the Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Lions in 4-6 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and they come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they're losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their back,
they'll drop to throw. Over the middle complete. It's Jones. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Corral from down near his own goal line. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And taken right on the 30. Detroit's offense ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Slant to Adams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Give him 6 yards and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is
Partner, you know how often we hear about right from the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Here's Corral on first down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down. Here's Corral with it. Over the middle to Smith. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is if the league added a third game in 2006, and usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The Bills send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm? Meaning the sideline is protecting you. Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
Jones has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But then make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Back to Renfro again, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Back to throw again. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Austin Eckler from 3 yards out, and the Lions have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead now moves to 9-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On first down, Corral. Complete. It's Johnson. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 24, Corral. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Corral on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Shelton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He finds his man, complete. That's Shelton. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. With all reviews coming from the replay official in the final 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that challenge is successful. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
and now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And a happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there as we look ahead to 2 more games later today and then a full slate coming up this weekend. Plenty to look forward to in that early window, one being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers as they'll square off against the New York Jets. In the late afternoon games, one to keep an eye on for sure will be in Minneapolis, where it'll be the Vikings taking on the Miami Dolphins. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Lions have recovered. So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that ball's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
On third down, Corral. They'll try and nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Jones on the return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 35 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
and have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff here. Corral. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Corral looking to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Santos' kick is up and through. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So after 2 unsuccessful attempts, this time he's able to find the range, and he gets his guys the lead.
And we wondered whether those 2 misses would come back to haunt him. They still might, but at least he's able to get some sort of redemption and get his guys back in front.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. A give, Eckler running to the right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A 3rd quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is taken in by Hurst. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little freaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw, Corral. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Hasn't been getting much yardage out of that, but now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
This is caught, but I don't stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one, and earns him a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's complete to Jones. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, moved the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Eckler. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass out.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time, and Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll try the left side. Shelton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's got the 29-yard line.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing here, Corral. And this is caught. He hits more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Corral's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Corral takes a shotgun snap. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Corral, another throw coming. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free. It's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. With Akers, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, it's Corral. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's Corral. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shelton. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. He finds his man complete. That's Shelton. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Corral. He gets it left side to Johnson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Corral to throw. That is caught inside the 5. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now the Lions down by 4, 23 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. It might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Buffalo, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready.